Hey, what is up guys? It is Phantom here and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 of the worst villains in this game, guys. I put them into a little list here. And basically, this is, in my opinion, 5 of the worst villains in this game. I'm going to just basically showcase them off and tell you why I hate them so much, and I don't know, why they just belong on this list. Because let's be honest, guys, like, among all the good characters and all the good villains in this game, like, you know, you're bound to have like a few bad apples and a few people that, you know, just really aren't for you. You know, there's just a few villains that, you know, I might not like that some people might love, or maybe some villains that I put on my my top 5 favorite villains tier list. Maybe there's some villains that I put there that some people didn't agree with. I mean, obviously people are going to disagree, like, you know, that's the fun of it and everything. But anyways, guys, let's get into number 5 of the list of villains that I absolutely despise. Let's go there. Alright, well, here I am in the Frigid Maw and Polaris, guys, to bring you the number 5 villain on my worst villains tier list, guys. Wait. Oh, do I gotta defeat these guys? You're fucking kidding me. Alright, after 2 excruciatingly painful battles, we have made it. God, finally. God, this pit dungeon is so fucking annoying. But anyways, we made it to number 5 on the list, which is Minac, Pit Boss Minac, aka Warlord Minac if you're fighting him on Borealis Peaks. You know, despite being a really boring villain, I mean, okay, the only thing really interesting that I can say about this guy is, I mean, I guess the whole Moose character design is cool? I don't know. He's just not really a very interesting character for me. He's not very menacing, even though I feel like he's kind of made out to be a menace in the game. But yeah, just really not a very scary villain overall. I don't really know. He doesn't really give me the goosebumps that like a real villain will like actually do, you know? I'm sure many people can honestly sympathize with that, but Minac, really what pisses me off the most about you is we fight you once in here in the Frigid Maw in this little pit mine dungeon. We fight you in your pit boss form. See, we defeat him once, right? And this guy, the whole time, you know, he's acting really cocky because, like, I don't know, Rasputin, like, I don't know, he, like, works for Rasputin and everything, and he runs the mine, and he's, like, the big boss bad guy, and, you know, he gets a pretty big head because of that, but we defeat him once already, right? We defeat him once in this pit boss, and then again at Borealis Peaks, when he's all, like, powered up with, like, the gem armor and stuff, and, like, I don't know, he probably has, like, a few more powers and everything, and then we just still beat him again, you know? And it's like, he really had that same cockiness with him on Borealis Peaks that he had here, despite us actually beating him in here, guys. That really, I don't know, that just doesn't really make sense to me with a lot of these bosses, how they can still stay cocky after we've whooped their ass so many times. And, you know, Minac's just one of those many bosses, but really he's, I don't know, guys, he's kind of like a thorn in our side for a little while in Polaris, and I don't know, guys, they make him out to be a lot more than he actually is. I don't know, he's kind of a wimp in my opinion, but I don't know, even at the end of the Borealis Peaks dungeon, I remember Ivan, like, even, like, watches him, and we know Ivan's not that tough, because we beat him in, like, this exact same area, but I don't know, guys, Minac, you're a wimp, you deserve the number 5 spot. Anyways, guys, let's move on to number 4. Alright, I think you all know who's coming up next. I think every single person watching this video knows who's coming up next, guys. The iconic, in the worst way possible, Belloc, guys. God, I might get some hate for this because I know some people actually really like Belloc. Although I can't imagine why. I mean, I think he has a really annoying voice and really, I don't even know, annoying motivation. Like, we fight him 3 times. Like, that is more times than we should ever need to fight a fucking elephant from Zafaria, guys. I don't know, like, God, I think he's, like, after riches or something. I think that's kind of his just motivation for, like, helping out more Ganthabit and stuff like that. But overall, Belloc, I'm not gonna lie, I put you on this list because you're just fucking annoying. Like, you are really annoying in this fight here. Like, here, I'm in the first fight, I believe, when you fight him in Zafaria in his little tent here. In the first fight, I mean, let's be honest, like, we were all level, like, 60-something or 70-something. I don't actually remember what level range you are in Zafaria, but I'm guessing we were level, like, 60-something, and they just hit us with a boss that spammed raw every single round, which I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit much for the kind of spell raw is. I mean, it takes fucking 5 hours, but God, this guy is so annoying, and if you didn't attack him every round, he would just keep spamming it, and, you know, raw, obviously, it does a lot of damage as well. Overall, a really annoying boss to fight, and the fact that we have to do it 3 times! We have to fight this guy 3 times throughout the game. Granted, the second fight's actually really easy, because he doesn't actually have his Rachi. But in Twin Giants, yeah, he's pretty hard. In Azteca, yeah, you fight him in fucking Azteca, which just, I don't know, guys. That just adds to how much I fucking hate Azteca. Seriously, Azteca, die. But Belloc, I mean, God, just such an annoying character in my opinion. Like, in one of the comments said they really liked Belloc, I remember, and I commented like I despise him or something like that. And then he's like, you should despise a good villain. And then I'm like, yes, but I despise him in like a bad way. Like, obviously, you know, if you have like a healthy hatred for a villain, that means like they're doing their job right. But Belloc doesn't even do his job right. Like, we still defeat him in the end. Like, he literally accomplishes nothing. He just, I don't know, he goes about it in the most annoying fucking way possible. And that's why I hate him. Belloc, I'll never forgive you. Every time I have to fight you on one of my wizards, I just cringe, dude. I cringe because of your raw cheat, your raw spam. I mean, anyone who has a Greyhorn Mercenary as their minion has serious issues, guys. Belloc, I'm sorry. You're number 4, and you will stay at number 4. I don't fucking know. I mean, you deserve this position. Anyways, let's move on to number 3. Alright, I'm not sure if, like, a lot of people are gonna know who this is, because I feel like a lot of people do skip over Wisteria, thinking, I don't know, it's just not worth it. I'm just saying it is, but anyways, despite a lot of people not questioning Wisteria, I'm sure some people know who this is. Guys, at the number 3 spot, we have Lord Bramble. Guys, yeah, literally, okay, this guy, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember his plotline completely. All I know, really, is I'm pretty sure he wanted to, like, oh god, I'm gonna mess this up so bad. I mean, he obviously wanted to steal the Spiral Cup, and I mean, he did steal the Spiral Cup because we had to fight him for it, I believe. Sorry guys, it's been a while since I have actually quested through Wisteria, but he did want the Spiral Cup, obviously to cause, you know, chaos throughout Wisteria and everything, which, you know, is reasonable enough, and I'm pretty sure, I'm guessing he wanted to, like, spread his vines all over the place, because, like, I remember, like, at some point in Wisteria, you were questing through, and you'd go to the life school, and I don't know, his vines were just, like, everywhere, and honestly, that relates to the one cool thing that he actually did was kind of hypnotize slash take control of Chester Drawers, and we actually had to fight him in like a decently difficult fight for the level that you were coming in at. I mean, honestly, like, he cheated and everything. He had like 2 minions, I remember. It was definitely not a fun fight, but it was cool that we got to fight one of the teachers. I mean, honestly, like, of Wisteria, I don't know. That was a pretty significant fight in my opinion, and I think it was cool that he did do that, but other than that, he really doesn't do much besides steal a trophy. Yeah, I mean, I don't even fucking know. I don't even know his motivation for that, to be honest. I'm sure he kind of just wanted to cause trouble. I mean, I guess that makes sense. A lot of villains are out for doing that sort of thing, but honestly, you know what? I'll give him this, alright? His model looks kind of cool. Like, that whole tree man look. I mean, honestly, like, this green man, though. Fuck these guys, honestly. I might make a worst mobs in the game video, but Lord Bramble honestly has a really cool character design. His whole, like, I don't even know what to call that, just like Earth Man Giant Beast thing going on. I really like that. Cool character model, really weird character motivation though. Like I said, all he did was really steal a trophy and take control of some teacher, which, you know, is among the better things that he did, which goes to show he didn't do a whole lot. I don't know, I just don't think he was that significant in the grand scheme of things. I don't really think he related to Wisteria's story that much. I don't know. I just don't think he was very important in everything. And yay, we got the trophy back from him in the end. I mean, he lost. I don't know why he was doing what he was doing, but he lost. He didn't end up taking control of anything. He just lost. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say about him. Not the most interesting villain, but I don't know. He does have his, like, own certain charm to him, in my opinion. But honestly, as a villain, he's a pretty bad one. Anyways, guys, that's all for Lord Bramble. Like I said, anyone who has a green man for their minion or a Greyhorn Mercenary, fuck you, honestly, you're the worst. Let's move on to number 2, guys. Alright, I will say, the actual area that you fight Madula in is absolutely amazing looking, with just all the, like, you're in a fucking brain, and, like, I don't even know, there's just brain stems going everywhere, transmitting, like, energy, knowledge, and information, I don't know, everywhere. Yeah, it just looks cool. It just looks cool. However, the boss that lies within this amazing area, Madula, the final boss of Imperia Part 1, guys. Kind of the main villain, but I mean, we all know it's old Cobb. I mean, let's be honest here. But one of the worst villains in the game. For sure, okay? And honestly, the reason why is I think he's literally just one of the lamest villains out there. Like, I mean, he's part of the Cabal. That's probably the most interesting thing about him. I mean, he's in a brain. You fight him in a brain. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Not really. I mean, I don't know, guys. I think he's just a lame villain, to be honest. I can't even remember what his character motivation was, like what he wanted. I'm guessing, I don't know, he's just one of those dudes that like either wanted to cause trouble or wanted a ton of power to himself, because let's be honest, that's like most of the villains' arcs in this game. But I don't know, Madula, I mean, the fight itself also, before it got, you know, heavily nerfed and everything, I did the unnerfed fight on this Wiz. It was, yeah, it was a pretty difficult fight with the whole, god, just the really, really weird mechanics that honestly I can't even remember because it was 2 years ago. Since then, he has gotten heavily nerfed, so he's not nearly as hard of a boss, and I don't know, I guess he's a lot more manageable for people, so I don't know, I guess that's good. But as a villain, the storyline behind him, I remember he was a student of the Arcanum, who obviously turned Cabal, and I think that's about it, and is now working for Old Cobb. I seriously think that's about it. Or he's working for some sinister person. I don't know if he's working directly for Old Cobb, but he is definitely part of the Cabal, and I don't know, guys. I don't think he's a very interesting villain. I mean, he's a fucking brain. I don't really understand, like, how interesting an organ can really be. I don't know. I mean... He's literally just part of the Cabal. That's really all we know about him, and that he was also once part of the Arcanum, because I remember they mentioned at the beginning of Imperia that they're like, oh, keep an eye out for one of our students, Madula, or something like that. But, you know, I guess we found him. Very, very, like, annoying boss. I mean, he's just got, like, one of those voices kind of similar to Belloc that just kind of pisses me off whenever I listen to it. I don't like him very much. Madula, I'm sorry. I mean, you got a cool area, you know, you got a cool area going for you, and I don't know, all this machinery, but your motivations are really, really generic, and blah, blah, blah. There's already been a twist where someone's turned to the Cabal, okay? There's actually been there was two twists in that, I think, like, before Imperia even came out. So, I don't know, really, really unoriginal villain. I mean, his character model is kind of cool. Like, we've never seen a brain boss before, I guess, if you could, I don't know, give him credit for that. But that's all I really have to say about Madula. Really, very, very few good things about you. Sorry, buddy, but you're at the new number 2 spot, guys. Anyways, before I get into the number 1 spot, please comment down below, what are your least favorite villains in Wizard101? And if you didn't comment what your favorite villains were on my favorite villains video, comment that as well, because I'd like to hear your opinions. They matter very, very much to me. Anyways, guys, let's move on to the number 1 spot. What do y'all think it could be? There is a slim, very, very slight chance, little itty-bitty chance that I might get some hate for this one. Coming in at number 1, guys, is going to be the Scorpion. For me, guys, he's really just not my cup of tea, and let me tell you why, guys. Out of all 3 of Old Cobb's sons, I mean, they're all kind of interesting in their own way. I mean, I think Rasputin, for one, was an amazing villain, and I also think that, what is it, the Bat also, an amazing hero. But Scorpion is just that weird middle child, and, you know, I can kind of sympathize with that being the middle child myself, but... honestly, Scorpion. I don't know, guys. I just don't think they did this right. Just the way that he kind of appears, you know, like, obviously, when you start Mirage, there was, like, this talk of, you know, this huge overlord that was worrying everyone, because, obviously, he's planning a huge, big-ass attack on the city, right? But they didn't do it in an interesting way, I feel like. Like, he's just that generic, egotistical, huge hunk of a villain that... honestly, has no character depth. I mean, let's be honest, like, even though you have a cool character model, it does not make you an interesting villain, okay? Even though you've got a cool army behind you and, like, cool aesthetics and everything, it doesn't make you a good villain. Really, what makes a good villain is, well, for one, how menacing you are. I'm gonna be honest, this guy's not very menacing. This fight is actually pretty easy if you have a couple people with you. You could even solo this, honestly. It's probably possible. It's not a very difficult fight, so honestly not a very menacing dude. Like I said, the character mod is cool, but, I don't know. Not for me. The Scorpion, my man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I had to put you at number 1, but you're truly just a mockery of a villain in this game. I just went into the battle. Honestly, I don't feel like cutting, so we're just gonna... we're just gonna chill here for a little bit, but I don't know. As you can see, like, very, very minimal numbers, honestly. Like, they're all Storm, but, like, whatever. Scorpion... worst of all of Old Cobb's sons. You know, he could have had 3 amazing sons, but really they chose you to be the shit son, and I'm sorry about that. Like, you just got Rasputin, you know, your older brother, who was just, I don't know, probably kicking your ass all the time, you know, making you develop an ego as a defense mechanism, and then the Bat, obviously, he being the good guy that everyone actually likes. I'm just gonna be honest, this son of Old Cobb does not have a lot going for him besides a cool character model. Other than that, Scorpion, I'm so sorry. You just... I don't know, you're really, really not for me. I don't know, some people might really like him. I feel like, because I think on my favorite villains video, some people commented about how, like, the Scorpion was one of their favorite villains. Can you please tell me why? Because there's really nothing interesting about him besides he is a son of Old Cobb, but he's easily just my least favorite out of all of them. Just, like, the least menacing, just the least anything, really, out of all of them. He lacks just so much character depth and, I don't know, just so many interesting things that a good villain should have. You know, he's honestly an insult to the grandfather spider family, if that makes sense. I don't know, the family tree, you know, he's just kind of that bad apple that I'm talking about here. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. He's about to do mass on me with a storm elf. Hopefully you all did enjoy, guys. If you did, you could leave a like down below or subscribe for more videos like this in the future. I do videos like this all the time, guys, so I really hope you guys did enjoy this one. Anyways, that's gonna be it from me, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Scorpion's gonna kill me for talking so much shit about him, but anyways, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I will see you all next time. Take care, guys, and peace out.